go live. I have a little time before work, so hopefully I can get some awesome people to hang out. If you are catching the replay, please comment so I know that you showed support and watched the replay or part of the replay. So it's an open discussion. My rules, they've been the same, maybe always, is they are, as long as it's nothing evil, as long as it's nothing bad, as long as it's respectful, we can talk about whoever and whatever you want, and also try to be kind. Snow Trooper, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. Hit the like if you have not already, Snow Trooper. I'm back. I see that. How are you today? Latanya's cooking for the soul plus more. Hello, good to see you. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you today, Latanya? Hit the like on the way in, folks. Please. Stay active in the chat. Star Wars fan wrote, hey, welcome in, Star Wars fan. How are you today? Snow Trooper wrote, I'm good. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Beautiful. I'm great. All right, Latanya. It's good to hear. Star Wars fan, good. Good to hear. Beautiful. Beautiful. What are you folks up to today? Thank you, Latanya. Nothing much. I've got a little time before work. I figured I would go live, try to get more watch hours, and hopefully get some awesome people to hang out. So far, we've got 3 awesome people. Star Wars fans, Snow Trooper, Latanya here, showing support. Thank you very much to all 3 of you for being here. Relaxing. All right, nice, nice. Very nice. Open discussion, folks. So if you have a particular person or people or thing or things you want to talk about, go for it. And just try to stay active in the chat, please. Hopefully you folks can see me well and hear me well. Going to the beach in an hour. So I saw you were live and I joined. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Summer is coming to an end. So get that beach time in while you can. I'm not sure where you live. Maybe you live in a very warm or hot place. Bye, gotta eat. All right, enjoy, enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Take care, Star Wars fan. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Got a bunch of people in here, showing 20 people here, so please hit the like on the way in. It's kind and it's free, folks. So quickly it seems. Yes, definitely quickly. And I'm trying to get some gardening done. Hopefully I'm not too late to get some stuff planted for fall harvest. So trying to get that done. Hopefully in the next few days, get a whole bunch of seeds planted. I will. Have a good day, Colin. Thank you. You have a great day. Christmas will be here soon. Yes, time flies. Actually, last night, I think it was kind of not cold, but maybe chilly. And it probably wasn't even chilly. It just kind of maybe felt that way because it might have been in like the 70s or something, or high 60s. But compared to how it's been, it felt a little cold. And I was like, wow, this kind of feels like fall. So yeah, I mean, I love where we live. I love all the seasons. Winter could be a bit rough sometimes, colder than I would like, but I do like 4 seasons. I just said the same thing. I gotta see what to plant for my zone. Miguel wrote, Jesus Christ is Lord. Yes, he is. What zone are you in, Latanya? I might have some recommendations for you as far as what to plant. Full of recommendations in life in general. Welcome in, Miguel. Oh, I missed one of your comments there. Jesus Christ loves you. I know he does. Miguel, I'm a Christian. My wife is a Christian. Our 2 sons are Christian. But it's customary, rather, or should be good etiquette to say hello to the host, say hello to people before you come in with religion, religious things. I love Christ very much. I try to put Christ first in my life. I still just don't go on people's live streams and start writing stuff like that. Try to have a conversation and follow the Holy Spirit as far as the time and place to have those conversations. Five people here. Please hit the like. 6A. Okay. All right. So brassicas, things like cabbage, things like that are great. You can grow broccoli, probably, leafy greens like spinach. You can grow lettuce, different types of lettuce. Swiss chard, broccoli rabe, root crops like parsnips, turnips, carrots. I might have said carrots, beets, things like that. Dave Productions 88 wrote hello. Welcome in, Dave. Hello. So there's lots of options. You can still definitely get a lot going, get a lot growing. 16 people here. Please hit the like on the way in, folks. You have the opportunity to do something kind that's free. Hit the thumbs up. Collards, okay, thanks. Absolutely. Collards, for sure. Delicious and nutritious collard greens. I have a lot of stuff that I've got to get planted or want to get planted in the next few days or so. I think I might be too late on some stuff, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Put some stuff in containers, bring it inside if it gets too cold for them, and hopefully they'll reach maturity. Shawnee Grows, we're in the car. I'm in the car. Where are you, Shawnee? What are you up to? Planting party. Yes. Colin, what do you think the easiest plant is to grow? That's a great question. I couldn't answer that because there's a lot of plants that are relatively similar as far as difficulty level. I mean, huckleberry. It depends, like germination rate. You know, germinating could be one thing, but then taking care of them and having them survive could be another thing. As far as difficulty level, different difficulty levels for germination and growing. I mean, there's a lot of things that are super easy. Lettuce is typically pretty easy. Spinach is typically pretty easy. I find the greens are, like leafy greens, are typically pretty easy to grow. Easiest plant depends where you live. There's that too, where your location is, what your climate is. Life with Tasharia. Hello, welcome in. Too late. Nah, season extenders. Oh yeah, I'm going for it, Shawnee. I'm going for it. I'm going to try to get some things going, get some things growing. We have a lot growing already. I just want to see what I can make happen for the fall. Put some stuff in containers, bring it indoors if it gets too cold, or bring them indoors. Thank you, Latanya, for saying hello to Sharia. Thank you to everybody who is here. I really appreciate the support. I see 5 likes. Let's try to hit 8 likes. 8 likes. Let's make that happen, folks. Or you folks, please make that happen. Yeah, I mean, zones are very important as far as a guideline, as far as what you can typically grow. Remember, every year could be different. So those are guidelines as far as like last frost dates and stuff like that, when your first frost date is, and it gives you a general idea of like timing. However, there's more to it than that. There's like subclimates. You might live in a certain zone, but you might live in an area that's typically cooler, that typically gets more rainfall. There's a lot to consider. Rainfall is another thing to consider. Sunlight is a thing to consider. Whether you're growing native species or not, that's a thing to consider. Whether you have the ability to extend growing seasons, like if you have a greenhouse, if you can bring things indoors, if you can mulch very heavily to insulate and protect roots. There's a lot of different things to consider. But don't let it overwhelm you, folks. A lot of it's just follow the zones if you're a beginner and just Learn as you go, learn as you grow. That's what I recommend. English, okay. Abdul Bosit Isakov, welcome in. Abdul Bosit Isakov said hi, hello. CR, what's up? Welcome in, CR. I'm going to live tonight again. Okay. I'll try to catch a live stream, Shawnee. Depends on when I'm out of work. I might be at work a little later than I'd like to be this evening, but we'll see how it goes. If I'm out and I remember, I'll try to stop by and show some support. What time are you going live, Shawnee? Feel free to share that out here to the folks that are here to promote your live stream. Go for it. Diane Perez, your planting is good all year round. If people have the opportunity, if they have a greenhouse or different ways to do that. Some people can't grow all year round. It's difficult or impossible, but there are many, many ways to make that possible. Cold houses, you could just cover plants with plastic, you could wrap trees. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. Votizonum. I'm not sure what you mean there, Abdul Bosit. Live at 9 p.m. Central. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Folks, if you're around 9 p.m. Central Time, please stop by Shawnee Grows live stream later. Show her some support. She's a great supporter of our channel. When I say our, I mean this channel, mine and my wife's channel. Shawnee's a great supporter. She's awesome. She's very kind. So let's help her out, folks. Let's go show her some support later and stay active in her comments during the live stream. Make sure you hit the thumbs up when you're there and share it out if you feel like doing that. Just let's support Shawnee, folks. It's called winter. Well, winter is different depending on where you are. You're in Canada, man. It gets cold up there. So your winter is different than an Alabama winter. You know, some folks, they live in like tropics or subtropics and they can grow year round without a problem. I wouldn't want that. I like exactly where we are. Discard Mitch Flavors, have a nice day. Hello, welcome in, Discard. Or Discarte, however I should say that. Thank you for stopping by. I love having 4 seasons. I think it's great. I think it helps me to appreciate when it gets warm. It's just a great thing to be coming out of winter and then see nature just explode like with life and get those first like warmer days, and it's amazing. I appreciate it, and I feel like if it's always warm, I might not appreciate it as much. And I'm a very appreciative person, but I think it's human nature to take things for granted. That's my opinion. I think most or all people rarely catalog and itemize everything that they're thankful for, or maybe never, because I don't think I'd have enough time in the day to say to go through everyone and everything I'm thankful for. I'm very blessed, but I like the changes of the seasons. I don't like extreme cold. I don't like a lot of snow, but I love the winter. It's beautiful. It's great. And again, it makes me appreciate the warmer seasons. Thanks for your support on my live. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're very welcome. So it's also cool. Like I feel like in the world of gardening, I call it zone envy. People get something called zone envy, where when they just like want to grow everything that everyone else can grow. And I get that. Like, I would never want to live in Canada or further north than that. Personally, I would not want to do that. I feel like if you're in a temperate region, kind of those middle regions, it gives you the ability to grow a wide variety of awesome things. Being in the tropics would be awesome, but then I couldn't grow apples. I couldn't grow peaches and pears and certain things. So you lose in different zones, but you also gain in different zones. So Howie, what's up? Food Forest Permaculture, that's Howie, folks. He's awesome. I'm thankful I caught the live actually live. Oh, I'm happy you're here. Thank you, CR. So try not to get zone envy, folks. Just be thankful for where you are and just do what you can do where you are. And that's going to vary. I mean, sometimes a lot. Like, sure, I'd love to grow banana trees. And we grow like citrus and stuff. We grow citrus, we grow key limes, Meyer lemons, and we're in zone 7A, which was changed in the last few years. It was 6B originally, like a few years back or whatever. And we make it happen in containers. So there's ways of doing things. But sure, it would be cool to grow some like mangoes and have a bunch of like tropical fruit trees. But I wouldn't want to give up blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, assuming that some or all of those things would be difficult to grow or impossible to grow in tropical climates. This cart road, I wanted to stay, but it's 12:06 a.m. Dubai. Stay safe, my friend. You stay safe too. Thank you so much for stopping by. Shawnee, I love your content. Just checked you out. Awesome. There you go. See, make connections. One of the best things about live streams is people can connect and show each other support. So thank you for connecting to Shawnee Grows, Latanya. I want my live streams, or my wife's live streams, if she's going to do them with me or by herself, or our live streams, I want them to help other people, not just us. I want other people's channels to grow. That, you know, the people who stop by our live streams, I want them to promote their channels. I want them to have people connect to their channels and show support. So it's about being selfless, folks. That stuff is just about spreading the love and helping each other out. CR, remember that some can't grow as much, I think you meant let alone have seeds or food to eat. I might not be sure what you mean there, CR. There's a lot of factors when it comes to gardening. I would say most people in the world of gardening, if there's a will, there's a way. Gardening is one of the cheapest and sometimes free, depending on what you're doing, things that a person can do. So I would not try to focus personally. I don't focus on limiting factors for us, my family and I. I try not to focus on limiting factors for others. There's plenty of very, very poor people around the world living subsistent lifestyles, growing the majority or all of their food themselves. So yeah, I mean, seeds are extremely, extremely cheap, and most working people could afford some seeds. There's ways of getting free seeds. I've gotten free seeds. You can also propagate from wild plants. There's a lot to be done. Gardening does not have to be a wealthy person's thing. Like my wife and I, we're not wealthy. We're working people. We garden and we spend a little money. We're blessed to be able to buy some things and do some things. Sure, reaching certain levels and doing certain things, they cost money. But even like a greenhouse, they could be prohibitively expensive. We don't have a greenhouse. We don't have the money for it. But we might be able to spend like 20 bucks on some plastic and be creative and ingenuitive and make a hoop house or whatever, or do something. So I think that when there's a will, there's a way, for the most part, when it comes to gardening. Shawnee Grows Real. Wahoo! I'm a beginner grower. I'm learning. That's awesome, Latanya. And let me tell you, being that you like to cook, there's nothing like homegrown food as far as taste and nutrition. And the nutritional aspect is completely supported by science. And at least sometimes the taste, beyond opinion, is supported by science as well, because certain foods undergo changes once they're harvested, like broccoli, for example. Natural sugars will convert to starches after a period of time, and homegrown food is the best. So it's really fun if you're a foodie like you are, to grow your own food. So I'm excited for you. If you have any questions, Shawnee and myself, we are here for you. And my wife is also very knowledgeable, so you could just email us and email me, and one of us will get back to you if you ever have any questions. My cucumbers aren't coming in yet, just tall. Okay, give it some time. Heavy watering for cucumbers, and they're heavy feeders. They produce a lot of volume as far as the food goes. So that volume has to come from somewhere. Remember, matter cannot be created or destroyed, only converted from one form into the other. So what the cucumbers are made of, what those flowers, the leaves, the stems, what they're made of, come from the soil. If you don't have it in the soil, your plant's gonna struggle. Your plants will struggle. CR wrote perceptive. I'm not sure what you mean there, CR. I found free seeds in the ground in the original package. Awesome. Snow Trooper wrote, any Star Wars fans? And then a question mark. Yes, it tastes much better, for sure, for sure. Plus, it's a lot of fun. I mean, gardening is like, it's one of those things in life that folks, I really do think it could change the world. I believe everyone should pretty much live on their own homestead. There's plenty of space for everybody. And that's one ideal situation without getting too much into it. I believe the way God wants us to live is to be more self-sufficient and definitely all natural, and to work with nature, not against nature. And everyone, whether you live in a rural area and you have property, or you don't, you live in an urban area, suburban area, everyone can do some type of gardening for the most part. There's very, very, very few exceptions that people cannot grow any food whatsoever. And I know we lived in New York and I grew lots of food in a very tiny space. I was creative and had containers and figured things out with limited money. So there are ways of doing things for the most part for most people. Now, gardening is one of those things that I think is so beneficial. There are so many benefits to gardening that I really do think the world would be a better place as far as people being better, and the world itself as far as the environment and ecosystems would be way better if more people gardened. Okay, I'm going to give them water today. Yes, go for it. Gardening is a brain teaser. Gardening is definitely a subject that provokes thought. And there's trial and error and experience, and it's a wild ride, folks. And sometimes you're along for that ride, and there's surprises, pest surprises, weather surprises. I mean, to me, that's kind of what makes it fun. You know, it's like if you were always winning, it wouldn't be as fun. But you know what? When you plant some seeds and then they don't germinate well, or you only get a few that germinate, then you try it again, and then you have a better germination rate. That's exciting. And as far as like germination, there's something psychological. I assume it has to do with dopamine and / or serotonin about planting seeds, watering said seeds, and then like waiting a day or two or three or a week or weeks, and then they germinate, they sprout. Like looking and seeing that your plants are growing. That's one of the most exciting things. It's amazing. CRO, maybe I need another coffee. Roadhog wrote, what's up? First of all, I was about to read what you wrote there, Roadhog. First of all, welcome in, Roadhog. What's up, man? Roadhog wrote, definitely. Maybe he was talking about gardening being great or something. My vocabulary is way off today. It's all good, man. CR, there was a few recent live streams I did recently. I was like struggling to speak. Life at Tasharia. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for saying greeting, everybody. Tasharia. Hopefully that's correct. I'll go with that. John Smith Treeler, welcome back. You were in a recent live stream or live streams. Like, share, subscribe, comment, support, please, and thank you. Thank you for that message, for that comment. Back to pruning the grapevine. See ya, Earthling. See you later, Howie. Bubbles RC Shed, what's up? Welcome in, man. I'd sure like to always win at whatever I do. That would be great. I'm happy you're here, Bubbles RC Shed. I even planted a mango seed just to see. Yeah, go for it. That's one of the many fun things about gardening. Remember, when I talk about benefits of gardening, fun is one of those benefits. And in the topic or subtopic of fun when it comes to gardening, there's so many things to that. And one thing that's really fun with gardening is experimenting. Sometimes it's fun just to try to grow stuff you like are confident you're probably it's not gonna succeed. Just to do it, just to try it, just to see like if they germinate, how much they'll grow. CR wrote, now that sprouts my green interest. See ya, Howie. 12 likes. Let's go. All right, it's showing 13 now. Awesome. Thank you, everybody who hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You folks are awesome. Right? I can't wait to see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun. And gardening is one of those things that's like addictive, and I'm using that word like loosely, but it's a good thing because it's a healthy thing that your reward system of your body, speaking physiologically, as far as your endocrine system, like your dopamine, for example, you're actually accomplishing things. Unlike a video game, for example, you're not really accomplishing. There's a false sense of accomplishment, and you get that dopamine fix, that reward, just like social media, clearing your notifications, whatever. That's all fake, okay? It's all a waste of time. And there's a time and a place for that stuff as far as like entertainment or whatever. But for the most part, it is a waste of time, especially if you're doing too much of it. Those things, social media and video games. But when you're actually really accomplishing tasks, your brain knows that. And your brain knows the difference because you can see tangible proof of your accomplishment. I'm growing things in containers for fun. Absolutely, go for it. Absolutely. I say go for it. I'm growing something that helps me with my pain. Yeah, there's medicinals and different things too. And like the past year or two, perhaps, my wife and I have been focused on medicinals more and also useful things. Like, okay, for example, beyond food and beyond medicinals, and sometimes medicinals are food, okay? I also subscribe to the Hippocratic notion that food is medicine, medicine is food. But I'm talking besides things that are specifically medicinal, specifically food, or specifically both. There are useful things like loofah. You can grow your own sponges. We've had the same loofah sponge that was cut up. We've been washing dishes with it for like months, and it's amazing. You could save money. You can grow containers in the form of gourds, birdhouses, spoons, you can shape spoons out of gourds. You can grow things that you could use for like textile, for like fabric. I mean, there's so many things that are useful besides food, medicine, and things that are food and medicine. So it's amazing. It's truly, truly amazing. I'm growing a trellis. Yeah, I mean, I was actually just thinking before, like vines. You can grow vines. You can make baskets with them. Like there's different things you could do. How do you sanitize your sponge, brother? Well, I mean, it's all natural. So, I mean, it's inherently clean, and we just sanitize it with whatever all natural soap we're using. We use all natural soaps. Well, frequently use all natural soaps. Sometimes, we have some other stuff, but we try to go towards non-toxic stuff, like Green Llama products, and there's another company or companies. If you're interested in Green Llama products, my wife and I are affiliates of their company. They have amazing products that we have used personally, and they're truly non-toxic. But yeah, you just like any other sponge, I assume because it's more porous, it's actually less likely to harbor unwanted microbiology like bacteria and things, because it actually breathes, unlike other sponges, like those fake sponges, that they're not really porous like that. You wrote, it really is. Not sure what that was in reference to, Latanya. Latanya, I'm so happy you're here. This is awesome. I gotta stop by your channel later and show some support. I'm so happy. It's been a while, I think, since I've been doing some live streams, like at least a few times a week, Latanya, like 3 to 5 times a week, about. Usually they're late, like around midnight Central Time. So yeah, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy Roadhog's here. We got Latanya, CR, Roadhog. Shawnee Grows might still be here. Snow Trooper might still be here. Bubbles RC Shed might still be here. Howie, I assume, left. That's Howie, is the gentleman whose channel is Food Forest Permaculture. We got some great people here, folks. Exciting experience to grow so many different things. Oh, absolutely. I'm happy for that said coffee. Some coffee sounds good right now, actually, you know? Actually, I'm not going to go buy it. I'm going to wait till I go to my job and get some free coffee. That's what I'm going to do. Still here. Awesome. Yeah, like gardening just brings out the best in people. There are certain, to use an economics term, externalities. Perhaps a better way to say it would be side effects. Gardening, depending on how you garden, is a physical activity. So you're getting exercise. You're getting, even if it's not, you're not getting your heart rate up necessarily, and if you're not lifting things and to a certain like level of intensity or whatever, you're still moving. It's still good for you. You still have a caloric expenditure. And also being outside. Most gardening happens outside, and you're getting exposure to the sun, vitamin D, the most important vitamin in the body, okay? Which is actually a hormone as far as how it works in the body. Some people just say it is a hormone. Yeah, fresh air. I mean, just mobility. Like, there are so many benefits. I haven't went live in ages. I'm going to start back soon. Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye out. Good thinking on the coffee. 30-pound fruit might be a workout. Maybe like jackfruit. Have you ever seen that stuff? How huge that stuff is? I read or heard about like a person or people encouraging people in wherever it was, a tropical place or places, to grow jackfruit because they don't have like a lot of farmable land, like massive acres of like land, commercial, garden land. So as far as like food production, like volume, jackfruit makes sense because they're huge. I don't know if you folks have ever seen jackfruit, but they're huge. So it's a way to for people in certain places to grow enough food to survive in the jungles. Salvation TV 61, how are you, man? I am more blessed than I deserve. Thank you for asking. How are you? Welcome in. Yes, I've seen them. Yeah, I think I'm allergic to them. Actually, I'm going to say I am allergic to them because I do get a reaction when I eat them. They're pretty good. I had it fresh and dehydrated. It's pretty good. I like it. But I have a reaction. It's like one of the only foods I'm allergic to is jackfruit. And I think over the past few years or so, a year or 2 or 3, I've developed a little bit of a reaction to cherries, which really stinks because I love cherries. It's horrible. My list of reasons to grow sunflowers keeps growing. Sunflowers are awesome, an awesome crop choice. And every year for at least a couple or few years or more, I've been wanting to plant more and more sunflowers. And I failed because it just hasn't happened. It hasn't been a priority maybe, but next year we're going to grow sunflowers all over the place. I like roasting the seeds. I've never eaten the whole sunflower head. I think I would try that. From the videos I've seen, it doesn't seem like it's too enjoyable, but I would try it anyway. Roasted sunflower seeds are great. I like sunflower seeds raw. I think they're delicious raw, or have like an interesting flavor raw. Yeah, sunflowers are great. I've fed the inside part of the stalks, which is like some like spongy fibrous material. I fed it to our chickens, I believe, or our pigs. I've eaten the immature seeds. They are soft and white. I don't know if I've ever eaten the immature seeds. I've eaten the raw, mature seeds. Where are from? Nice, man. Thank you. Salvation TV 61. We are, as in my wife, our 2 sons, and my mom, that's who lives in our home, our home. We're in Missouri, in the United States. Kind of towards the center of the country, kind of. Where are you from, Salvation? See, I can't spell. All good, CR. All good. I love USA, man. Very cool, very cool. Hey, America's a great country. I think it's the greatest country in the world. We still have our own problems, though. We still have a lot of issues. But hey, anywhere you go in the world, you're going to have some type of issues. Almost anywhere or anywhere. Well, yes, you're going to have issues. I'm talking like bigger picture, because all people sin. So you'll have problems everywhere you go. And I'm talking about big picture as far as the country and stuff like that. But America is an amazing place and beautiful country. From Germany. Okay. Kind like corn like. I tried the stalks now. Like eaten. Oh, corn. The stalks. Interesting. Welcome in from Germany. Very, very cool. What does the sunflower head taste like? I don't know, Latanya. I've never tried it. I want to try it, though. I want to grill it and see how it goes. Maybe I'll post a video if I do that. I should post a video of doing that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They take the whole head and they just... I think I've seen like rubbed in olive oil and thrown on a grill and just go for it. I love New York, Los Angeles, Texas. Corn-like-ish. Interesting. Well, Salvation, I'm from New York, born and raised. We live in Missouri now. I've been here about 5 or 6 years, but about 5 or 6 years ago, it was my wife, at the time our one son, because our second son wasn't born yet, and my mom moved from New York to Missouri. And over 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago, our second son, as in my wife's second son, was born here in Missouri. Nice, nice, nice. I think I've been to LA before, at least a little bit, maybe driving through. I don't recall, or I've been in that area maybe. I think I've been in LA. Never been to Texas. Giving me green pass, I come New York. Well, I like Missouri much better overall. And I'm born and raised in New York, very much a New Yorker through and through. And my wife has spent almost her whole life in New York, and she's very much a New Yorker through and through. And I definitely like Missouri better overall, and I think my wife also likes Missouri better overall. I'm pretty sure of that. Missouri is an amazing place. You have to try while it's in bloom. When you say, are you talking about the sunflower head is like corn? And what do you mean while it's in blue? Have a nice day, man. You have a nice day. Thank you for being here. Hey, Salvation TV61, if you haven't connected to our channel, when I say our, I mean this channel. This is mine and my wife's channel. It's our channel. If you haven't connected to our channel, please do so, or the seeds get developed. Yes, Colin. Interesting. So is it like as soon as it forms a flower, like the sooner the better? Is that the best time to harvest the head for cooking? I really want to try this. Hey, Latanya, I don't know why I'm I don't know why I'm like yelling as if you're gonna actually like, well, maybe it actually does work. Maybe I got your attention. Latanya, maybe if you grow some sunflowers, you could do a cooking video on growing sunflowers. I was talking to Latanya like she was in the same room with me or something. Worked. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And I frequently, for those of you who have been to my live streams, our live streams, my wife has done at least one with me. I frequently speak on my wife's behalf when I thank people, because I thank people on my wife's behalf because she's a very thankful person, and I know she appreciates all the support. She's not here with me right now, but from my wife, thank you. From her, from me, thank you. You folks are awesome. I really appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me that you take your time to be here. I have 3 packs and forgot to plant. Oh, it happens. It's all good. Next year. Latanya, I'm excited for you. Warren's World, welcome in. Welcome. I'm excited for you, Latanya. it's really a wild ride. Gardening is like, it's just one of those things that, and some people, sadly, they don't really continue with it. There are plenty of people who've tried gardening, and I think it's the failure that happens that stops them. And then they become disheartened and they become unmotivated. But don't give up. Don't give up. Like, it's worth it. And there's a learning curve. And a lot of people, they say things like, one of the most common things I hear from people, a very common thing rather, that I hear from people who do not garden, they'll say, I don't have a green thumb. I kill plants. I have a black thumb, whatever they say. And you know what? It's a horrible way to look at it. The best gardeners in the world kill things. The best gardeners in the world fail. Okay? You just get better at it and hopefully have a better success rate as time passes. But don't give up. If you garden and you fail, it's okay. Take it as an opportunity to learn and do better next time. I know that might sound like corny, cliche, or whatever, but it's true. You got to be in it to win it. But meanwhile, the same people, if they had like phenomenal success their first time gardening, maybe they'd fall in love with it. And doesn't always work out like that. You don't always have phenomenal success with gardening. Andy from Always Survive, welcome in. If you don't try, you won't see that 17-inch sunflower. That's true. Failing at spelling and grammar today. All good, all good. Summer why? Summer went by so fast. It did. It did. Hello to everybody who's here. Summer did go by fast. One thing I noticed, folks, just to share something with you. One of the cool things about open discussions is I get to talk about whoever and whatever I want, is as I've gotten older, and this might sound like a negative thing. This is my opinion, all right? I'm not trying to be negative. This is like, for me, possibly an observant truth. As I get older, it seems like time isn't just heading. It doesn't seem like it's just, I feel like time's accelerating. Like my perception of time. The relativity of time, if that applies, if that word applies, changes. It doesn't feel like, it's like you start off, you're younger, you're going 15 miles an hour, and then it's like you're going 25, and now I'm 41, and it's like I feel like I'm going 80 miles an hour towards aging. Like it's just, I just feel like time speeds up. And maybe that's at least partially because I'm a busier person than I've ever been, probably. Or I'm at one of the busiest points of my life, perhaps. So maybe that's why. I used to unalive plants I'm learning. I was watering too often my houseplants, but now I'm good. Oh, houseplants, that's its own world of gardening. Like houseplants, some of that stuff is very difficult, like moderate to high level difficulty. And yeah, a lot of like houseplants and stuff, you got the watering, you got to really know what you're doing. Latanya wrote, I agree. I'm not sure who or what you're agreeing with. If that was to me about something I said, then thank you. I see people writing hello to each other. That is awesome. Awesome. I like to see that. Greet people. Be kind. It's part of the YouTube etiquette, you know. CR, I agree. Not sure what that was in response to. If it was in response to something I said, then thank you. I'm happy you folks are all here today. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's been going well as far as watch hours, folks. Slowly but surely, they are on the rise. So I'm going to keep on grinding and getting out some content, some more content soon. I've got at least one video that I'm going to hopefully edit and post maybe today or tomorrow, perhaps. I just wanted to say it. Oh, man, maybe that coffee's got you going, CR. Yes, some like water, some don't. Some like light, others don't. Interesting. Please do soon. Yeah, I'll try to get that video up soon. It's about making pasta. A simple pasta dish. And it's like, just a real, like, simple pasta dish. Like my wife and I, we make gourmet stuff frequently. That's not like being arrogant or cocky. It's true. Like, from my experience in the restaurant industry and things, you know, we make things happen in the kitchen. My wife and just her family experience and learning from me, and she's a phenomenal cook. So we make things happen. But sometimes just simple meals, it's all we have time for. It's all we have money for. So this video is going to be just a real simple tomato sauce with beef, Keystone meats, little fresh garlic, little onions, little olive oil, boom, 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 sauteed, you know, just real simple. I wanted to make a video that was helpful to people that, like, don't have the time and the money to go all out, you know. Just, hey, it's a Wednesday evening, you got to feed your family. What can you put together quickly and easily, you know, and affordably? So that's what this video is about. Roadhog, I like videos like that. Cool, cool. Yes, don't stop, because I lost over 1,000 hours not going live. Oh, yeah, losing those hours hurts when they, like, the ones that are more than 365 days old, when they disappear. I think I have to look. I really should look already. I think we're either in the middle of it now, or we will be, or we're in the middle of it now and we will be seeing a big watch hour drop off, because like one or more of our videos were very, very successful, like hundreds of watch hours or something. And I think maybe I don't know. I should check it out, but it looks like the hours are not going up as fast as I think they should be, considering the lives that I've been doing. So maybe it's just going up slowly because we're losing a lot of watch hours. And that would be, I mean, I hope I wouldn't lose them, but I don't think we would be able to get monetized, at least for the 3,000 watch hours level, in time for to still have those that one video, or those videos that were really wildly successful for us, as far as like relative to our other videos. I don't think we'd be able to get monetized in time to still have those hours. So we're going to lose those hours, at least from one of the videos that were more successful. So that's either hurting us right now, because maybe it was about a year ago, or it's upcoming. I think October will be when we lose a lot of watch hours for one of our successful videos, or more successful, relatively successful videos. So it's like there's a sense of urgency to get these watch hours before those relatively successful videos watch hours don't count anymore. I might not have expressed that well. Hopefully you folks understand what I mean. I have a food video scheduled now here. Cool. Latanya wrote, yes. I'm not sure what that was in response to. I'm working on fall and winter content. Do more lives again, Colin, to make some back. Yes, yes, sir. I am doing that. I'm going to continue. I have a lot of fun doing lives. It's cool. I'm just chilling. And you know what? It's productive. Like, I had some time between my first job and my second job. I'm working both jobs today. And I was like, let me do a live stream. And you know what? It's good. It's productive. Helps with watch hours, and, you know, be good for the channel, promote the channel. Just remind people that I'm here, and my wife that she's here, even though she's not in the actual live stream today. Maybe get some subscribers, you know. It's good. It's good. So I figured I would just do that for a little bit. Do something productive, you know. Well, Tanya, I understand. All right, I'm happy you do. I might have like done a horrible job of explaining what but I tried. So I'm happy you understand, Latanya. Yeah, and I might not have even explained it all like what I really meant, but whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm hoping that, like, what would really be amazing, and I don't know like what videos are going to be huge. Like, I'll post a video and I'm like, this is great. This has some really great educational information. This is helpful. And it's like horrible success. And I'll post a video like, I will say I think our most successful video, it does have a lot of educational content. And I think it is very helpful. But I'm going to say I didn't think it would be that successful. Any of our successful videos, I'm going to say I probably did not, or I did not know they would be that successful. So I'm hoping if I just keep pumping videos out over the next month or two, that we'll get a really great video or videos again as far as watch hours. And hopefully that will be enough to get us where we'd like to be. You need a few good videos to bump the hours. Yes. I don't know if you wrote that before or after I said what I just said, but I absolutely agree, Andy. Andy is the gentleman who has the channel Always Survive, folks. Awesome, awesome guy. Awesome guy. Connect to his channel. If you're not connected to Always Survive, please connect. There's some great people here, folks. Please make connections to each other. Help each other out. Preferably after this live stream. Maybe take a screenshot. Boom, go visit later. Hey, I saw you in Triple H's live stream earlier. Wanted to stop by and show support. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Or something like it. Please. So, yeah, a few good videos. That would be really, really awesome right now. And I've got some ideas of videos. And it's slow. You know, I'd like to say, like, you know, a year ago, whenever I did my first live streams, I would be like, oh, yeah, editing, production is going to get better, this and that, whatever. It did. It did overall. But not as fast as I would like, and that's okay. I mean, we're not, you know, we're not doing this full time. We're working people. We're super, super, super busy. And sometimes for me, it's just about getting the content out there. I don't necessarily take all the time to edit nicely, get a nice thumbnail, whatever. I don't script things. I mean, I've more towards the rare side, I will maybe take some notes about like topics I want to talk about, but I don't script videos. I just go for it, you know? But yeah, and maintain it. You will. Thank you for the support, Latanya. I appreciate that. You're awesome. So yeah, I mean, you know, and it's as long as we're getting better, which we are. And my wife, she's great. Look at her videos. Her editing is great. She just does a great job, and it's great for our channel overall. I've gotten a little better at editing and stuff like that, but for me, I'm more of a do it kind of a person. I'm a take action kind of person and then improve as I go. The problem with a lot of people, and here's some life advice, folks. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait to have the perfect amount of knowledge. Don't wait to be a certain level of good at something. I mean, well, let me take that back. As far as safety goes, you should be a certain level of good at something. Like freedom tools, don't pick up a freedom tool unless you understand basic safety, for example. But a lot of things in life, I believe you really just got to go for it and just improve as you go. 1 or 2 years from now, you might look at mine and Mike's videos and be like, wow, this is a really well-polished channel. These videos are awesome. This is great. The information might be better because maybe I'll put more thought, more planning into things, more research, but the information for the most part was probably just as great when we first started as it is now. Maybe now it's a little better, a little more details, a little more research, a little more thoughtful, deliberate about my speech, my choice of words, whatever. But for the most part, without even forgetting the comparison, when we first started our channel, we gave great information, useful information, helpful information to people. Like there's channels that are small channels that they're super smart people, very capable people, and their channels are small. There's people that have huge channels that they give little or no actual value. And I know there's a difference between educational, there's entertainment, there's educational and entertainment videos and stuff, but there's some people that literally give like little or no value. And they're wildly successful. So, you know, my motivation for you folks is just go for it. Put one foot in front of the other, get some content out there. You learn as you go, you improve as you go, and that's what we're doing. And you know, like I said, about a year ago in a live stream, I might have been like, things are going to be better. It got better. Did it get as better? Was there as much of an improvement as I would like or expected or liked and expected? Probably not, but there's improvement. So we're making progress. Well, when you schedule it video, it may help with time allocation. Let me screenshot that. I'm not sure what you mean by time allocation. Right, just go for it. I agree, Latanya. I like the batch record when possible. Entercation videos. Entercation. I like that. Entertainment and education. I like that. I've done that before where I'll just like record like a video or more than one video, then just like post it. I don't time as far as schedule things, and I've heard there might be a benefit or benefits to that. I want to do more research about that. I think I might have heard, you know, in the world of YouTube, you hear different things, right? I think I might have heard from, and I watch some channels of very successful people who teach people about YouTube and how to be successful. And I think I might have heard that the scheduling is actually not good or might not be good. That's a maybe on that. I don't recall. But I want to do some research about that. Time allocation so you could do other things. Well, yeah. I mean, my wife and I are sincerely, like a lot of people say, oh, I'm so busy. My wife and I are probably the busiest people I know, as far as we're very hardworking people, straight up. Like we work very, very hard and we do a lot and we have very little time. Like it's rare that I even have time in between my jobs like this to actually do a live stream. And I managed to make an hour happen pretty much. That's rare. Like we usually go. We have a lot going on. So we're trying, and you know, time management is a struggle when we have so many different things because we're constantly prioritizing what's important, what's not important, what's more important, what's less important, you know, but we're trying for sure. Like I was helping making rock garden for people yesterday. That's cool. Rock gardens are very cool. I just thought of, I get a bunch of oyster shells for my job. Maybe I could do an oyster shell garden. Boom, idea. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, folks. I'm going to try to get over to my job. It's very close. It's close by. And you're all awesome. Thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart for being here. All right. I love you, folks. You take care. You stay safe. And I'll try to stop by and show you folks support in the future. Help us out with playlists. If you want to help us with watch hours, please play our playlist while you're sleeping, while you're working, whatever. Hey, always survive. Have a good night, man. Roadhog, thank you. Thank you. Always survive. Thank you, Roadhog. Always survive. Have a good night, Roadhog. Have a wonderful rest of your day, sir. You take care. Latanya, thank you. CR, thank you. Be careful, everybody. Be safe. Prep up. All right. Put God first. Take care, everybody.